Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. Welcome to the March Night Angels video hop. This month's theme is masculine. So I just want to tell you a bit of a story about my feelings on masculine cards. Often with the variety of men in my life, I do find it quite hard to use the themed masculine sets and suites that we often get. Quite often they work perfectly for a lot and I do buy them, but generally what I'm looking for in a masculine card is texture, colors, things that work together to make a masculine card that I can give any male in my life. So for this card, I have used the Earthen Elegance designer series paper, which has all these beautiful textures in it, and I have paired it with the Nested Essentials dies. So I've used the two smallest dies to create these amazing, interesting shapes, and I have paired it with the Artistically inked stamp set. This is a great basic stamp set, has some great sentiments that cover so many occasions, as well as the beautiful textures to create flowers, backgrounds, so many things that you can do with that. So let's make this card together. I have done some pre-preparation and I was just thinking, what did I do with my card base? But I have it right here. So I'm just going to move, I'll keep the stamp set here, but I will move the dies off to the side. So bringing in that card base, this is, what color is it? Pebbled Path. So it is a beautiful masculine colour. It is currently one of our in colours. So it will finish with the 2025-2026 catalogue, annual catalogue. So we still do have a year of Pebble Path left, which I love. So I have my card base. Now I have pre-die cut all of my pieces. Now this piece here I'm keeping for our center to lay our sentiment on. So just to show you some of the patterns, we've got a lovely colors and textures on both sides. So some of them are quite similar. We have a nice moody mauve here, and this blue is the background of this it's like a bark texture of a tree. So I'm going to do them something like that. But what I want to start with is our center. So I'm just going to scooch these off to the side here. So I am going to stamp in copper clay. So copper clay is one of the colors denoted in the designer series paper. So I'm just going to bring in my ink pad. I have already mounted my stamp. Now I have on purpose used a block that is much bigger. So that means when I am stamping, I can get a clear view onto the die cut that I am stamping onto, which hopefully means I will get a straight and even stamping. I'm actually very happy with that. I had an extra, which I now no longer need. So yay me, very happy with that. Now what I have done with all of these pieces, I have edged them just so they don't need any matting. So I will show you this piece up front. You can see we've got the white core. I'm going to take our Pebbled Path and just push the die cut lightly into the ink pad, and I shall show you the difference. Actually, I'll be able to bring back that other die cut that I haven't done. So that is the die cut that I have done compared to the die cut that I haven't. So you can just see it gives a really nice finished edge that you've then got some definition on without adding an extra layer of the next size up of the die cut. So that's a little tip I like to use, and I've been using it quite a bit recently. So I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. I just need 3. And I did think I have used some of our neutral sequins on this, on my first card, but the cork rounds as an embellishment would look amazing as well and add a whole nother texture. Now, you would think I maybe had them ready to go to show you, but no, I haven't. Lucky I can find them. So I'm going to see what works better on this card that we're going to make together, because these have a lovely velvety texture to them, a bit like a cork floor. Okay, so I just want to lay this on this. I do have my take your pick tool with the crafter's tip. Just take these backers off. I just find for me that is the easiest tool. A lot of people do use the straight edge tool, which you get with the take your pick. It works well for me, but the hook on this just works the best. So I'm going to pop all these pieces to the side, and I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal today. Now, just make sure this is rolled on. I have a sticky edge, and I'm just going to adhere this. So tip it up and pull to break. Now, I'm going to eyeball kind of the center here. It doesn't actually have to be perfect. This is not perfect, but I am pretty happy with that. And then I'm going to do the same on all 4, the rest of the 4 pieces. Now, they don't, they are going to hang off, and we are actually, I'm going to pop these in some different places to the original. So I've got one there. But because I am using the tape, I do have a little bit of wiggle room just to wiggle that into place. And just do that again. I know I'm probably using way too much glue considering it is going to be hanging off, but it doesn't really matter. So I just want to try and get these edges as even as what I can. So even if one's a little higher than the other, which it is here, the actual gaps are going to be even and take away from any other unevenness that we have. If you can get it more even than me, props to you. I love that. But I can pretty much guarantee that any male that you give this to is not going to go, oh my God, they got that really, really wrong. No one's going to notice. They're probably going to say, oh, isn't that a lovely card? And if they don't deserve the card. So this one, I need to put glue on this side. So do you prefer a themed masculine card or an unthemed like me and use more textures? Because maybe even some linen thread as a texture on a masculine card also works really, really well. Okay, that can go there. So that is our basic layout. I am going to open my card now and snip off all these pieces. This is something that you could easily mass produce watching your favorite show or movie. Really easy die cutting, easy stamping, and then just pop them together, and you could even do it in stages. So you've got a nice stash. Use some different designer series paper. Would also work really, really well. Use what you've got in your stash, but if you don't have anything, the Earthen Elegance is a gorgeous set. And of course you've got the Moody Mauve in there, so you can certainly make these style of cards look more feminine with just the type of designer series paper that you use. Okay, they are all snipped off, and we are left with our card front. So I did say now these are totally stuck to my fingers. Perils of card making, always have something stuck to us. Now, I'll show you the whole pack. These are the neutral sequins, and I used these brownie bronze ones on my sample card, but I am just going to grab our cork rounds and see if they work. If they don't work, I will go back to our sequins, but I just want to see how these work just on the ends. I think they're a little light. I think I do much prefer using the sequins. So tell me if you would have used the cork rounds. I am not going to use them today. I am just going to grab 2 of these bronze ones here. And just go like that. I don't need to add too much. I just want to add a little finishing touch. And this is more about me using a sequin than the person I'm giving it to. Sometimes that final finishing touch isn't needed for the card, but you go, yes, I need that. So these are the 2 cards that I have made. So just give you a closer look here. Very simple masculine cards, just using 1 die set and 1 stamp set. So Artistically inked and nested essentials. I'd kind of forgotten I had this die set, saw another card made with it and went, oh, that's retired. And in looking through my stash and the catalogue, I went, oh, it isn't retired. I'm going to have to get it out and use it. If you'd like to purchase any of these products, I do have a link to my shop in the description box below. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please make sure you like, thumbs up, and subscribe to see more videos coming from me. I do have quite a lot of videos coming up this month, and there was something else, one more thing. If I've inspired you to make a card similar to this, I'd love you to share it in my VIP group, which I also have linked below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy our other Video Hot Participants videos. I shall see you soon. Bye.